That's right. Delete.
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
This is Brad Stutts. On my better days, I'm known as the Hardy Scribe, hanging out here with DJ Delz.
DJ Delz, you know I love you.
So what are some of your fondest memories with working with the broken Matt Hardy?
The Halloween special I thought was incredible, and just having so many people crammed in there in that party scene, and I also really love the tag team gauntlet match where we shot at the fence and everyone was lined up, and there's that amazing shot of everyone lined up at the fence chomping at the bit. But honestly, and this is no BS, the best part is just being around and watching the creative process and watching guys shoot out an idea for a line or for a camera shot, and just watching how it all came together. I've told everybody that's asked, I think Matt's a genius. I think Jeremy Borash and Jimmy, aka Paradise, did a phenomenal job with all that. But that's my fondest memory overall, is just watching everything come together, and just it truly was a team atmosphere and a team attitude.
That's what I've heard from a lot of people that we've interviewed too. Like Crazy Steve was saying that if he could do it again and again, he would keep doing it.
Oh,
it was amazing.
And just very humbling, and very, it always made me happy that Matt or JB or someone would come to me, or I'd throw out a line, or it was very free-flowing ideas.
Organic.
Yeah, it wasn't like anyone was handed a script. It was, I felt very comfortable just throwing out, hey, what if we did it this way? And Jeff might be in the shot and or around, and Jeff might say, well, what if we did it this way? The one I always wanted, and I'm literally just not athletic enough to pull it off, was Jeff always wanted if Matt could say Scribe and I could just pop up behind him, but we never got it right. But yeah, it was just free-flowing creative process.
You were actually in the audience, right, during one of the Broken Matt Hardy episodes?
Yeah,
both of you were. Yeah. So what was your thoughts on that whole experience?
Well, I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, except for doing this for 6.5 hours. It was all good.
Oh,
and
man.
not being able to say anything or take pictures or post anything because it was recorded, and like in the camp, they were just going to hold on to it.
That's one of the things that everybody always tells me is, like, you do commentary, you host things, you never shut up, but then you get this role and you say literally nothing.
Yeah,
but
absolutely nothing. So I know there was a lot of things, I'm sure, that changed when you guys were figuring things out when it came to storylines. Was there anything that got adjusted with your character?
The big thing for me was when we shot the first one, Jeremy Borash called me Preacher, and he was get Preacher ready, and so I kind of pieced together that at some point in the conversation, the idea was that I would be like a Southern preacher type of, almost like kind of a carnival barker, out out in front of the house, preaching or the word or whatever. And somewhere along the way, it was like, no, you're my scribe. Just write down, just scribe for me, like everything I say. And so then it became, what if I was like Silent Bob from the Jay and Silent Bob movies? What if I only spoke like once in the whatever 8 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever, I speak one time. And we shot a couple of that, but somewhere along the way, there's somebody, what if you never spoke? You might not even be real. What if you were only in Matt's head? And if you watch, no one else ever acknowledges me, no one else ever talks to me, and people did pick up on it. I would see tweets come in, is the Scribe real? Like, you see people pick up on it. But yeah, I always, whenever, literally, we all did the ECW arena one night for Tommy Dreamer on House of Hardcore, and it was Tommy against Matt, and the idea was that Matt would have the whole family there, and Tommy, throughout the match, you would see ECW people pop up. So like, I think Joey Styles popped up and chased Senior Benjamin off, and Rebby and Gula McGillicuddy had a cat fight, and it was great.
Really?
And Matt, we're kind of talking about this, and in my head, I'm like, I'm getting caned by the Sandman. I know I am. And Matt's laying the whole thing out. He's like, and then the final thing, you come in, do whatever, maybe act like you're gonna hit Tommy with the book. Here comes the Sandman.
With the cane.
Like, right on. And I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
But this ECW arena, I'd love to be chained by Sandman.
Of course. No better place than that.
And I had never been in the ECW arena before, as a fan or anything. My first time ever in the ECW arena, I was in the main event with Matt Hardy, Tommy Dreamer, Raven, Sandman, Beulah, Joey Styles. Like,
it couldn't get any better, really.
That was a huge, cool thing for me. I'll tell you an example of the creative process and just how things happened organically. For I think the first Halloween, we're running through a corn maze, and I pop up somewhere, and they're running through this corn maze, and at one point, I think it's in the finished product, Jeff Hardy literally kneels down, gets a piece of corn off the stalk, and just starts eating it. And that's exemplary, I think, of there was nothing that anybody refused to do. There was nothing. There was no ego. It was, hey, we need you to be in the lake of reincarnation for 10 minutes, and then we're going to call you, and you're going to pop up and do this. Everyone was so eager to do whatever and happy to be a part of everything and willing to go along with, we put Ricky Morton on a scaffold.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And everyone was so. It was like everyone got it. Everyone got it. We're doing something different. We're doing something out of the box. And everyone, myself included, was so eager and accommodating to do whatever. It's a great experience for me, and I think for everybody else.
Now, I've asked everyone this. Now, out of all of the projects, which one do you think was the best?
My favorite was Tag Team Apocalypto.
Okay, so the last one.
Yeah, my favorite was Tag Team Apocalypto when all the tag teams were lined up at the fence, and we had that great shot. It looked like a prison riot.
The man with 3 H's, that was born in there.
Spud is sticking his head through the gate, talking about my partner's coming, the big man's coming. I thought there was a lot of parties end up fighting to rock and roll, and I thought there was a lot of great stuff in that one. That's my sentimental favorite, I think.
Yeah, but I think they're all classics.
Absolutely.
Like, this is going down in the history books.
Yeah, the only one I missed was one of the times they went to the zoo, and that was the only one that Billy Corgan produced on site.
Oh, really?
And I grew up a huge Smashing Pumpkins.
Same with me.
So like that would have been, a cherry on top of everything.
Oh, so he was actually there.
Actually there.
Wow.
And so that would have been huge for me, just to be around Billy Corgan and work with him a little bit. And that's the only one I missed. But yeah, it was a wonderful time, and you never know. There's a little broken in all of us, so maybe it'll come up again sometime.
Yeah, there's the campaign now.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we will get that back.
I hope so. I think there's a place in wrestling. I remember there was I can't remember what show it was, but on one of them, we were kind of leaned up against the wall watching whatever was being shot. And I remember Jeff Hardy, who again I've known since I was a kid, but Jeff, we were leaned up against the wall watching, and Jeff goes, "Man, there's a place in wrestling for this Papa Shango kind of stuff."
Yeah.
And I think he's 100% right, and I think there is. I think wrestling can be anything you want it to be, anything that the only limits is your creativity.
There was a lot of humor to it, though, too. That's what really got me.
Oh yeah, I love when they bury Trevor and Drew. And they give the little thumbs up to Triple H. I love that. Yeah, there's the man with 3 H's.
Yeah, that was classic.
There's a lot of stuff, but there's also a lot of stuff that I think you don't necessarily have to be in the know to get it. You know? But yeah, it was super exciting, super fun, and I consider myself privileged to be a part of it.
Awesome. It was awesome speaking to you, man.
My pleasure, man.
What's your social media so people can follow you?
At Stuttsy, Stuttsy.
Okay. Awesome.
So happy he's back.
DJ Delz.
And you're Benjamin. Prepare the battlefield. That's right. Delete.
DJ Delz.
Senor Benjamin, where's Vanguard 1?
He's up there watching movies. He is always surveilling.
Oh, surveillance?
Yeah.
For security, right? Security purposes? Thank God. Thank God for him. I prayed for him when he was hurt. I prayed every night.
He was drinking too much last night.
I know. Oh, yeah? What were you drinking? Tequila?
Yes, DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
Senor Benjamin.
Ready to a battlefield massacre.
Shout out to the Delz Show. Decay.
That was fucking scary.